Good afternoon, everyone. Our next speaker is Varun Tandon. He is the CEO of Water Management and Plumbing Skill Council, WMPSC. Varun is a globally experienced corporate professional and the CEO of the Water Management and Plumbing Skill Council, a key sectoral body under India's skill development ecosystem. Varun holds a master's degree in international business from Swinburne University, Melbourne, Australia, and a master's in science in global leadership and change management from Northeastern University, Boston, USA. His academic and professional journey for over 15 years spans with multiple continents, providing him a unique global perspective on workforce development, sustainability, public-private partnerships, business strategy, as well as leadership development and capability building. After nearly a decade working in Australia, Varun returned to India with a committed vision to contribute meaningfully to the national skills development mission. Under his leadership, WMPSC has significantly expanded its footprints, building linkage across central and state ministries, as well as industry bodies and training institutions and international organizations to strengthen India's water and sanitation workforce. With a strong emphasis on the stakeholder management and institutional capacity and future readiness, Varun is steering WMPSC to become a benchmark organization for a sustainable skill development in India's water and sanitation sectors. Varun is a recipient and 40 Under 40 award, and outside the work, he's a vivid animal and motorsport enthusiast, passionate about combining purpose with performance. So let's give a good applause to Varun and request him to share his vision on water and sanitation sector. Please, thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Firstly, thank you, Chandu, and the leadership at WQIA for inviting us for this session. We're honored to be here, and hopefully, we're looking to have a good partnership done with the WQIA and its members, and making sure that we're able to get the Skill India mission supporting this particular industry as well. Now, I know that I'm the only one between you and a lovely nap after the beautiful lunch that we've had. Thank you for that. But we'll try and keep this conversation pretty engaging. We'll have a quick rundown on what we do, what's in it for you guys, and how we can collaborate. And we'll leave a little bit of time for Q&A, or we can go to the next session itself, so we can pick up some pace. But before I begin, a quick announcement. If we see anybody dozing off, that person will be part of the next presentation for, on IS 16240. But that will be done in Sanskrit. All right. So Water Management and Plumbing Skill Council works under the aegis of Ministry of Skill Development. We're a semi-government organization working under the Ministry of Skills, the NSDC, and the NCVET, which is the overarching regulator of awarding bodies in India. Essentially, we're a not-for-profit organization with government and private stakeholders as part of our board. What are we doing? We're essentially making a formal and a robust skill development ecosystem for the water management and plumbing sector. We do that in various ways. We develop training facilities, we create resources and standards, centers of excellence, training of trainers, training of assessors, which are government certified. We also create accreditation and affiliation protocols. We also hold public office as joint apprenticeship advisor. So the apprenticeship program, which is a company mandate, is also something that we can help implement in the industry as well. Of course, we do the Government of India skill certification. Last but not the least, and perhaps the most important part, which is the success for the Skill India mission, which is a private sector participation. So we create models where industries can work together with us and deliver impact on ground as we need to. So I'm going to skip slides. In case there's any questions, we'll be happy to take them afterwards. So there's various subsectors that we're dealing with. We've got over 250 training centers across the country, with the ITI ecosystem under DGT also under our ambit, and private sectors and industries, centers of excellence that are part of our capacity that we've created. Skipping again a few aspects of the slide, but highlighting some where we're working in the TVET space. So we're implementing the new education policy in India when it comes to vocationalization of programs. So we're doing this across the entire spectrum of the learning. So it starts with school for technicians, for ITIs, for diploma holders, and for higher level higher education institutes as well. And of course we're aggregating the domestic and the international demand and mapping that to the supply that's being created as well. uh, this is the certification that we provide, the Government of India skill certification. It's all Aadhaar linked, QR coded as well, and it happens to come out from the Skill India digital portal that we are a part of. Now there's different pathways that have been defined as well. So you might be thinking skilling is something that has to happen for, let's say, 3 months, or a long term, which is 6 months. There's different pathways defined, and for different workforce as well. So somebody who's already working in the field can also come in, do a little bit of upskilling, understand latest products and technologies, and upgrade themselves and get certified as well. So micro credentials, apprenticeships, RPLs, these are all ILO approved programs which we are able to implement. These are all the qualifications that we've already created, and there are more that we are in the process of creating as well, of course, within the water space as well. We also work in the field of manufacturing and sales. So we do have a program for sales executives. So techno-commercial sales officers can also be trained on the nuances relating to your industry, so that you don't have to do it when they are getting employed. So that can be done at the training centers itself, and that's what we're wanting to create as a program with you guys. RPL, again, as I mentioned, for existing workforce, quick turnaround of 1 or 2 days, smaller programs where we get everybody together under one roof, talk about the latest products and technologies. The industries that would like to participate can speak about that as well. So we do this extensively with the plumbing workforce, and that's been going very well for the last 7 years. And you can see some of the brands that have participated with us over the course of last couple of years. And of course, our intention is to create a win-win situation for all the stakeholders that get involved. And that's what we like to ideate whenever we can, and create a program with all of you as well. These are some glimpses of the programs that we've created. We've of course done stints with female plumbers getting into the workforce as well, and something that we can do as female RO technicians as well is something that we'd be happy to take on with the government's support as well. We're also partners to Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs for Women Empowerment, where the first female plumber was actually showcased to the Honorable Prime Minister back in 2016. Various industry models that we've created with the likes of certification, sponsoring labs. So these are things that we are doing with the industry, and anything that you feel you can contribute towards, we don't hesitate in asking. So, please come forward in case you'd like to, understand how you can contribute. We can create a model for you as well. It could be relation to recruitment of manpower, training of your existing manpower, could be customized training programs, digital learning programs, hybrid learning programs. We also work with the Jal Jeevan mission, and where we're basically creating Nal Jal Mitras, which is one operation and maintenance person for every Gram Panchayat in the country. Just some programs that we've done back in 2019. This was an upskilling program that we had run. We got a letter from the Honorable Prime Minister as well for that, and we got a Limca Book of Records for that. We had 12,000 plumbers come under one roof, or technicians come under one roof at Tyagaraja Stadium in New Delhi. So that's the capacity that we work with through our training partners, and of course through our industry partners as well. During COVID as well, we did a 28-day activity where we engaged with over 21,000 technicians across the country. All our training centers became virtual exhibition spaces, and they could come and learn the latest products and technologies within the plumbing, of course. So now that we've our name changed from Indian Plumbing Skill Council to Water Management and Plumbing Skill Council, so the water aspect has become very important for us, and we've started creating programs in that front. The Nal Jal Mitra program, as I mentioned, that we're working with JJM, is something that, within JJM, water quality testing is a very important parameter, and we are creating a program to work with them on that, for water quality testing for females and women SHGs that were trained in this. So it's about 21 lakh females that have been trained across the country. As I mentioned, centers of excellence. These are some glimpses of the centers that we've created with industry partners. So this is essentially to not only showcase the latest products and technologies, but also create an aspirational value to the trade as well. And that's something that we would like to do with the Water Quality India Association and your key members as well. We can create centers of excellence. We do have a few where we have space, so we can embed water treatment and water quality parameters as part of the centers of excellence that we've got. We're also partners to the Ministry of Skills for World Skills and India Skills. So we train people to represent the country on global platforms where they compete with the counterparts of other countries as well. So these are glimpses of some of those programs that we've done in Finland, Kazan, Germany, Dubai. And at school level, with Art of Living in Rotary, we're doing a Mabhi Jal Rakshak program, which is inculcating water discipline to students. This is something that's being done to ensure that the students or the youth is understanding the importance of water and making sure that the water wastage is being reduced. Now, this is also something that we're going to be starting with housing complexes and residential welfare associations. So anybody would like to join in this particular program, we're happy to do that as well. Of course, we've got a placement cell that can support you with your placement related activities as well. Right. So what's in it for you? That's essentially what we want to focus on. There's a lot of programs that we've created. I'm going to name a few of them that are in the process of creation. We've, of course, invited WQIA to also join the board of WMPSC and contribute towards skill development. And we'd be happy to have all of you on board as well for that. The idea is to be able to also create benefits to the industry, so all of you can benefit from various schemes and programs that the government's running, and we can co-create with WQIA and deliver it to all the members as well. For example, from qualifications, RO maintenance technicians, drinking water quality analyst, industrial wastewater technician, water distribution pipeline maintenance technicians. For micro credentials, we are in the process of creating programs for basic RO, understanding TDS and pH in water, smart water meter installation, solar powered RO systems. So there are things that we can create and deliver it to specific workforce with the industry partners. And some of them can actually be funded through the government's program of Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana as well. Apprenticeship program is something that's picking up, a degree enabled apprenticeship program where higher education programs, BVOC of water quality management or bachelors of science in sustainable water systems, where the candidates not only study in the college, but then they work as apprentices in the organization as well. And we'll quickly just tell you the benefits that you are able to drive in that as well. Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, as I mentioned, close to 8,500 crores is being spent in that. And that's where for existing workforce, we could look at upskilling programs with WQIA and the members. For the apprenticeship promotion scheme, as I mentioned, I'll of course show you the benefits of that as well. There's a national ITI upgradation program which will last next 5 years to the tune of 60,000 crores. So that's where we're going to be creating a new curriculum for DGT, and we can have nuances related to water treatment and water quality added into all ITIs as well, wherever plumbing and water kind of programs can happen. And of course, we're part of the Skill India Digital Hub Knowledge Bank. So any digital learning content that you've got, we can have it placed on SID, which is accessible to all the ITI students as well. Now, as I mentioned, apprenticeship, it's an important scheme. We're the joint apprenticeship advisors. There's a very clear financial benefit to the organizations as well, which we're going to quickly just show you. Again, it's for extending financial support to organizations. The government pays 1,500 rupees per month per candidate for the number of apprentices that you keep in your organization. You can have up to 15% of your workforce, including contractual, part-time, full-time employees, as apprentices. They're not employees, they are trainees. So you don't pay PF and ESI and other aspects that are related to the workforce. You just get a group insurance, and that takes care of those aspects. However, the benefit is not only as part of the financial implication that you can see on the screen, but it also is around the fact that you will actually be able to train these people while they're working for you as well. So they earn while they learn. You're supporting the ecosystem of skills as well. and the government's also going to be incentivizing you for this. It's anyways a company mandate, so you can make that as part of your program, and we can help implement that for you. And the best part is that this particular aspect, so any additional workforce that you hire as apprentices in your organization, from 2.5 to 15%. So you got 1,000 people working, up to 150 can be kept as apprentices. Every month, the government pays 1,500, as I mentioned, and all that can be covered. The stipend, the remaining component of the stipend, is covered under CSR as well. So you can actually use your CSR to actually take care of the stipend amount that you're going to be paying. So there's a huge financial benefit that the government's driving, and a lot of companies are not aware of this, and it's our responsibility to make you guys aware. And how we can implement that, of course, we can take those discussions offline and help you understand. We've got a QR code, so you can scan, add us to your WhatsApp or your contact list, and you can just send us a text. We'll be happy to assist you in any areas of intervention that you feel you'd like to support under the Skill India mission. Thank you.
Thank you, Varun. And
I've also got Gunjan, who heads operations in my team as well here. So we're both here to answer any of your questions as well.
Yeah.
So
Before I ask my question, let me allow me to give you the context.
Surely,
where
sir.
I'm coming. It's important for industry also to understand. It has been fashionable in India to say that we are over-regulated, post 1991 especially. But the fact was that we were under-regulated on what is called technical regulation, which is product regulation. We were not even 15% of Europe. This was discovered or appreciated by government in 2017. Incidentally, I made a presentation to the Commerce Minister, which has led to a very structured exercise of bringing in regulations. And you are seeing this in terms of lots of QCUs now. They have become very controversial, but lots of QCUs have come. To give you an idea, there were 125 products under compulsory BIS certification in 2017. That list is today 800. So you can imagine six-fold increase in regulations in India. Not counting telecom outside BIS, not counting 16240 outside BIS, not counting medical devices outside BIS. Now, this has created a need for a huge manpower which is needed for industry to implement these standards which are coming up. There are two needs actually. One is the compliance need. I mean, you need auditors, inspectors, etc., but those, the regulatory bodies, they take care of training their own people, etc. But this side, needing professionals who can help industry implement standards is untouched. And unfortunately, the entire legal ecosystem of skill has merrily ignored this aspect across all sectors. Life Sciences Sector Skill Council has no idea that medical devices are being regulated and there are need for people, and medical device industry has struggled badly. Healthcare sector skills has no idea that there are regulations for healthcare establishments, and healthcare establishments are struggling.
Very true.
So my question to you, as Skill Council, would you or have you looked at this part, that there are requirements of two kinds? A, regulation, 16240 is an example, regulation which is coming in, which industry needs to implement. And B, in the marketplace, there are demands for, especially if you're going into the global market, there are demands for all kinds of voluntary standards, 9001, sustainability standards, private certifications, lots of this. Have you looked at, or would you please look at this need, which has been untouched by entire skill ecosystem in relation to the industry? They need people who can help implement standards, whether they are referenced in regulation or they are voluntary market need. That's my question.
Wonderful question, sir. Thank you. So yes, it's very important, and we've got about 17 qualifications already. It does not. However, we can create new qualifications. The turnaround time to creating a qualification and having it approved by the government through NCVT is about 3 months, where we do a stakeholder consultation meeting. We create the qualification packs, of course, have them approved as well. And of course, get the industry buy-in through, confirmations as well from the industry. So yes, we can create programs. We are in the process of creating programs for plumbing codes. So people that can understand the codes and have those implemented as well. Similarly, there are codes in the industry where, as you rightly mentioned, need to be implemented. We're more than happy to work with the WQIA as a pilot project and perhaps see if we can create a program, have it approved from the government, and actually create a workforce to implement these codes as well.
So if you share your email ID, I'll send out a basic concept note and then
Perfect. We'll do that, sir.
So thank you, Varun. I think we will be in touch with you to see that how some of the programs that you mentioned we can start working on and see, and WQIA board and other member community will get benefited out of this. So I request Suresh Raidu, please come forward and give a token of appreciation to maybe Gunjan. You can also join him.
give it to me. I'll use your phone. Please just do it.
Thank you so much.